Hey, what is going on, guys? TalkNorwichCity here, back for my predicted 11 video ahead of this week's game against Bristol City. Yes, it feels like we've literally just got back from Sheffield and it's on the road once again to Bristol. Do we want games this close together when we've just had a really devastating defeat? Probably not. It's probably not the best of times, and we're going up against a team who have everything to play for in Bristol City. They're down near the bottom of the table in a very, very tough relegation scrap. So let's get into the team then. I'm going to go with John Ruddy in goal again. I don't think he was really at fault for any of the goals on the Saturday, and to be honest, he's one of the few players that does genuinely care about this side. So I think it'd be very harsh to drop him, and to be honest, we don't have any better replacements. In at left back, Dike. Not his best game on Saturday by any stretch of the imagination. No one really had a good game, but I still feel confident that he is one of the finest Norwich City players at the moment, and I don't see us keeping hold of him next season, so we might as well enjoy him while we've got him. The centre-back pairing, I'm going to go with Tim Close, and I'm actually going to go with Russell Martin out here. Now, I'm going to switch things up a little bit, so I'm basically going to have Ryan Bennett come in there as well and change the formation up, and then I'm going to have Pinto out here on the right-hand side. So we're basically going with 5 at the back, but as you know, Dike will push more into that position, and Ivo Pinto will push more into that position. So basically 5 at the back. I think it's time for a change. We saw our defence opened up 5 times at the weekend, and you know, to be honest, I don't see that defence as being that bad in terms of quality, but it just doesn't seem to work away from home. So we've obviously got something to change there. Also, the midfield probably had to take a little bit of the blame with Forestieri running forwards, and we weren't really closing them players down, so that was disappointing. So I'm going to go with the 5 at the back formation. We've seen it work before, played it a few times in the Premier League and it worked. I think we played it once this season, can't recall who it was against, but I can remember it working, so who knows. Now I'm going to change the midfield up as well. I'm going to leave Johnny Howson in there. If you haven't seen his press conference yet, go and check that out because he looked genuinely devastated. So, you know, I love Johnny House, and it's a shame we don't have more players like him at this football club because he is a genuinely brilliant player. Next to him, I'm going to go with Ben Godfrey. Yeah, going to stick Ben Godfrey in there. I don't think Tete's really been amazing, and I think after Saturday's game, his knees are going to be very, very jagged. We've seen that he's retired from international football because his body just can't take it anymore. So that's a good thing, I guess. But I'm going to bring Ben Godfrey in there. It's this time in the season now with very limited things to play for that we might as well just stick some of the youth players in there and just hope that they've got something to prove. And they have really, because they've got first team places up for grabs, because you know, it's not going to be too difficult to break into this side at the moment. Out on the left-hand side, I'm going to go with Pritchard. I'm really not too sure how he hasn't been getting more game time. I think he's a really, really good player. And for him not to get in the team is really disappointing. Obviously, because we've gone 5 at the back, we're not going to be able to have a centre attacking midfielder. So I'm going to go out onto the right and I'm going to stick Josh Murphy in there instead of Jacob. Jacob's been okay, and he's, you know, had a fairly decent season, but he's going to be tired now. He's played a lot of games this season, and I think Josh has got something to prove. He's going to be wanting to outdo his brother at every possible moment, and it would be really good to bring him in there. And up front, I'm going to go with our only real option, Cameron Jerome, who I think he's been really, really good this past month. I think he scored, 6 goals in his last 9 games. It shows he cares. You guarantee from Jerome that you're going to get 110% from him every single game. So, a few changes here. And let me know what you think. So I'm going to be bringing Bennett in. I know he's not the best defender, but in hopefully like a centre-back pairing, a centre-back trio, he'll be slightly better than if it was a centre-back duo. Then we'll have Dike and Pinto pushing up the field. We're going to bring Ben Godfrey in for Alexander Tete. We're going to bring Pritchard out on the left, drop Wes out because I don't think away games are really his cup of tea anymore. Pritchard out on the left, Josh Murphy coming in on the right-hand side, and then we're going to be leaving Cameron Jerome up top. I think that is a good team. A few changes. I think we need to freshen it up a little bit. And then you've still got Tete to come off the bench. You've still got Wes to come off the bench. Even Madison to come off the bench. You can maybe change the defensive stuff up, bring Houlihan on, take Bennett off if it's not working. There's options with that team. I think at the moment we just need to freshen things up, bring some of the youth in gradually, bed them in and just get ready for next season now, because unless a miracle happens, and I really can't see it happening, we're certainly not going to be getting playoffs this season. So that's the team I would go for. I'm sure a lot of you will disagree with me. I'm sure a few of you will agree with me. So let me know that down in the comment section below. Also, a massive thank you to Fritz Bits for sponsoring match preview content here on Talk Norwich City. Yeah, thanks for the support recently. It's been absolutely brilliant. So I will see you very soon, probably tomorrow, for some match review content as we take on Bristol City away from home. Thanks for watching and see you later. Peace out.
Once upon a time, a fairy tale life.